is mod-tastic.
It really is, though.
Well, hello there. My name is HW.
Hey, I'm the Sooze.
And Sooze, today we're talking about 5 great mods. And in true Tone Junkie fashion, this is a free download on the tips and tricks page on the website. So if you got a Kemper and you don't have these 5 great mods,
What are you waiting for?
what are you waiting for? You might be waiting until the end of this video because we do want to show you these 5 mods. And so thank you. So look, man, we've done videos on essential reverbs, 5 must-have delays, and you could do all those things till the cows come home, really. But they recently kind of gave us a new effect that we started using like a mod. And so then it got my brain thinking, let's do 5 great mods. And there's some good stuff in here. So 5 cool rigs with 5 different mods. And let's talk about what they are and kind of how we're dialing them in. So this is 5 completely different effects and kind of different stuff. Some of these have maybe been out, 1 or 2 haven't been out before, but what you were just playing there was a vibrato effect.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do my best to figure out what rigs we put these on because I didn't write it down.
Oh, nice.
But check this out. Here's so what do we got? Chorus. Yeah, vibrato. What's in the Kemper here? There's a micro pitch shifter. We kind of made something up. There's actually some other things. There's a like phase vibe we didn't do. Right. There's more than this in the Kemper. Totally. But let's start with the very basic. Here's something I made for a tune I did one time called New Wine. I did like a cover of this tune called New Wine.
Oh yeah. And
I put a little bit of chorus on, but I've upped it a little bit here, so it's kind of that rig. Actually, you know what? I changed the rig, so it's nothing like that rig. This is a Vox AC50 profile with some chorus on there, and 60% mix sounds like this. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like watery, kind of subtle, but one of those things, you've said it before, if you turn it off, it's like, where'd it go?
Yeah, is it there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you miss it, for sure. Here's it off. I mean, not a bad sound, but it's a different thing here. I mean, you know you're about to hear a love song when that's the intro.
This is the perfect guitar for it.
It is. It really is. That is just like a vintage chorus, like a CE1 classic chorus sound. Here is a vibrato effect, little different profile. This is an ODS 183, so kind of very different profile, more gain and stuff. But here is a vibrato, and I'll even like up the vibrato maybe while you're playing. No, I won't because there's no mix on the vibrato control. Go ahead, Sue. Show us how that sounds. So the difference in those two sounds is that chorus tries to emulate what happens when 2 voices are singing the same thing together, and they're not in tune with each other. So chorus effect has the original signal from your guitar, and then it doubles it with another signal and changes the pitch.
Moving, okay.
Thus chorus. Vibrato doesn't do that. Vibrato just changes the pitch.
Okay, without the original signal. Okay.
So that's why you might notice like it sounds a little more, I would almost say like lush, like chorusy, like play this again. It's got that chorusing sort of effect, but this, you really just hear the pitch is wavy, you know? You really can grab that, yeah. Obviously the profiles sound different, so, but you really can hear that waviness of the vibrato.
Yeah.
That's what gives it that effect. Here is another wavy kind of vibrato thing, but this effect allows you to really do it softly, like very... almost so you can like get the effect without quite getting an 80s chorusy sound, if that makes sense. So it's the micro pitch shifter, and I've got it set up to just do like 5 cent movements.
Okay.
And it's only up about 50%. But I'll play with the mix knob while you play this. So you can
nice.
hear that like waviness, but you get to control how much detune you want.
Okay.
Which you can control that on, it's the depth of like a chorus, but the micro pitch shifter comes out of like the like eventide stuff.
Oh,
and it was
okay.
the idea that you could dial it in like by the cent.
Gotcha.
You know, so it's like really accurate. So you can get 4.5.
Okay.
3.5, and sort of dial that in.
Is it still moving like I guess like an LFO or something like that
Yeah,
through there?
yeah.
Okay. And it's against obviously the undetuned signal, so you get that chorusing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
It's different than chorus. Like it just feels more sludgy and more just kind of thicker without feeling like that pristine kind of chorusy.
yeah, and I don't know exactly because you can control the crossover. Like I don't believe it's detuning all the frequencies.
Oh, okay.
So like an old school chorus, like the one we did. Now other choruses probably, you know, as they bring in more tunability. Is that a word?
It is now.
You know, you might start to like really, what's the difference between a micro pitch and like a chorus with extra control?
Right, okay.
Right. You probably could get them to do similar things, but that crossover is, I believe, is going to allow us to get rid of frequencies that we're not going to apply the micro pitch shifting to.
Yeah, like the low strings wouldn't get it.
Right. So
high.
then,
Okay.
so you'll still, so yeah, exactly. So some frequencies are going to have the chorusing, others not,
Okay.
which that could be very useful,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
and that can be a very cool thing. I personally, this is one of my favorites in the Kemper.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the type of thing where I've got on a little heavy, but to me, this is the real type of thing where if you got a great clean, you turn it on and you can't even tell there's really an effect on it. It just sounds a little bit sweeter.
Yeah, oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can experiment with like 15%, 20%. You know, we've got it up high at 60. Here's something we made up completely. This is not even mod.
I mean, kind of. It's a great mod.
It's an idea, for sure. So there's no harmonic trem in the Kemper, right?
Right.
They really need to add harmonic trem.
We want it.
So I promise I'll put in a feature request email, put in a harmonic trem. But I think they've gotten that a lot.
Yeah.
So they just haven't put it in yet. But this is a 56 tweed band, and we added a tremolo, put a phaser after it. I'm not going to claim this sounds like a real harmonic trem
Sure, yeah.
or like a beautiful Magnavox brown face kind of thing. But this is a sound.
Yeah, I mean, it is greater than the parts, I think, with just the trim and just the phaser. Like having them both doing the volumes moving, the phase is
Something's
moving.
going.
It's
yeah.
cool, you know?
Try that. Let them hear this. I like.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's cool. Almost like an alternative to a regular tremolo.
Yeah.
You know, like a more interesting alternative to a regular
Yeah,
trem.
and if you pull this up, you know, turn off the phase and turn off the tremolo, just kind of hear what they're doing by themselves.
Yeah, by themselves,
and then back
right.
together. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
love it. Here is one of my favorites because it's pretty unique sounding. We did this in another video, but you know the light comes up yellow because the Kemper doesn't consider this a mod effect. So the Kemper is like, no, this is like an EQ. This is like effects.
Right.
This is like an EQ, or it'll have like delay wideners and stuff in there. It's really that type of thing. It's like a studio effect. So what we're doing is we're using the double tracker. We're keeping the looseness like 2, maybe even lower. And then we're turning up the detune. So this double tracker, kind of like chorusing again, like the purpose of this is for double tracking, we're putting now your original signal and then another signal, but here the double tracking effect is allowing I don't think so much a change in the pitch, but a change in the actual time. So
Okay.
imagine like a guitar that it's double tracked, but not quite. They're never quite going to
Like
be
imperfections.
Yeah, exactly. Like you would quantize the drums, but you'd never really quantize the two guitars on top of each other,
Right.
or else you might lose completely the point of double tracking.
Right.
But what goes along with double tracking guitars is a slight out of tune nature that maybe isn't quite a chorusing effect because it's not wide enough, but probably adds to the effect of the double track sounding larger.
Yeah.
Especially if you double track and then pan two rhythm guitars, you're getting like kind of a sensation of listening to two things. So we've turned that detune way up. I don't know why it goes this high. Because if this happened, you'd be like, tune the other guitar.
Yeah, something's wrong.
Right.
You know.
Let them hear this. It's not like the other things.
Yeah.
It's definitely chorus.
Yeah, what I noticed less on that is that we talked about the LFO, like that shape of it moving through the, like a chorus has a speed, like
Yeah,
it's going
yeah.
this fast and you can make it slower and faster. This just kind of almost just feels like a static
Yeah.
detuning effect, which is cool for like rhythmy parts and stuff like where you don't want to hear anything like don't,
Yeah.
like moving. So
Yeah.
it's cool. It's thick, man.
It's super thick. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like really thick and syrupy is how I would describe it compared to the chorus.
Yeah.
This is 5 great mods. Suze, let's do this. I'm going to have you play all 5 of these in a row. And then let's switch to the Trini and hear it with a completely different guitar. And
Unexpected. But
unexpected
welcome.
because this is not everyone's going to play a Strat, and a Strat is a thing. And I even want people to hear it with a little more breakup, and another guitar is going to get a little more breakup.
Yeah.
So let's hear all these together. Here is 5 great mods. We'll put what they are on the screen so that you can hear them. It's going to be chorus, vibrato, micro kiss, phase trem, and doubler mod. Have at it, Suze. That's beautiful.
It's pretty awesome.
All right, let's hear the Trini. better sounding guitar in the world, in my opinion. In my opinion.
Oh man, this thing rocks. Yeah,
It's great. And I'll say tone of the video here, Trini with that doubler mod.
it's hard not to smile. You know,
It's hard. It's thick. It's big.
Yeah.
It sounds super vintage. And Uncle Willie, that's a good tone.
dude, get
Come
him
on.
over here.
Come on. Where is he? Where is he? Down there in Louisiana. Anyway, I've been HW.
I've been the Sooze.
This is a free download. Go check it out on the Kemper Tips and Tricks page of the website. And the link's down below in the description. Thanks so much for watching Tone Junkie TV, HW, and the Sooze. Out. Sooze, play us out with that sound. That's a beautiful sound. That's a good tone.
Let's get him over here. I hope that one day you and Uncle Willie do like a podcast or like a little sit down.
He has no idea that I talk about it.
That would be part of the show. It's like,
Yeah.
look, you're kind of a big deal.